shoot, what said did you claim it? Instant Xbox, spin the block, his legs slide. Fast talker, no riddling, moonwalker, selling moon rock just to make dividends. You in traffic with family? That much make it a portrait. Gun kick back, not grannies from porches. David on the scene, you know that it's scorching. What's a man with king? No response to the saying, advancing the line, advancing the payment. You front the game and shoot, what said did you claim?
You already know the time, told my boys to hold the line. We gon' shoot it out in seconds, leave you posted like a vine. Bow your head down to the king, leave your roses at the shrine. We stay ready for the war, just need the king to drop the sign. Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? Say what you running from, what you running from? I'm with my team, we bleed green, that's what you wanted, huh? This what you wanted. This what you wanted, huh?
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to Xbox Frontline News with your boy, the King. And this is Fight Night Friday. Fight Night Friday. Where your boy is taking She Legit. She Legit is today's sponsor. I'ma tell you, if you want to be legit, take She Legit. This is definitely the greatest meal enhancer that will get you to where you need to be quickly. Now, with that out the way, y'all seen the financials come out? Did y'all see Astrobot pop out with the numbers? Hey, did you see Kojima say, hold up, let me do my thing. Hold up. Let me do my thing. You saw Kojima bop out. And also, if you watched yesterday's live stream, King didn't drop a video. King let it know. Kind of light. Feel kind of cheapy. I'm just going to tell you. It is what it is, bro. If you're about that life, then you're about that life. If you're not about that life, you're not about that life. I already told you, dudes, do not at me on Twitter if you don't have a pro. If you're a PlayStation dude and you're talking all this hotness, do not at me on Twitter if you don't have a pro. This bot don't want to hear nothing you got to say. I'm telling you right now, it's over. So don't talk to me. Don't say nothing to me. Don't have no words for me. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I ain't got nothing to say. Because, why? I know the exact reason why you guys aren't selling. But we're going to get into that. Why? Because y'all financials came out, right? Y'all lit. Y'all got the financials out. We know exactly the truth now. Now, what is going to be? That's what's up. Oh, anybody saw the IOP, the Halloween edition? Told you the number. I'm 98% right all the time. We're going to get into that. So the PlayStation sold 65.5 million consoles to date. 65.5 million consoles to date. That's a good number. But the devil is in the details.
What's but a smile on that face?
They know something that you don't know. Take-Two CEO not worried about Grand Theft Auto 6 performance on Xbox Series S. Zelnick also emphasized the importance of publishing on the PC. Take-Two chairman Strauss Zelnick said he's not worried about the potential performance issues related to Gran Turismo 6 on Xbox Series S. Speaking as Take-Two's earnings, because this is earnings calls times, guys. Xbox first, everybody else next. The CEO said that he's never been concerned about any potential hardware issues. Look, we support the platforms where the customers are for as long as they are there. We find a way to support platforms despite different levels of tech, Zelnick said when asked about the Xbox Series S. Microsoft mandates that any game released on Xbox Series S must also release on the S, the lower power console. Our labels are really good at that. I'm not really worried. I've never worried about where hardware was going. And I've said many times before over the years, First of all, I don't worry about things over which I have zero control. Secondly, I believe in the audience. The audience is going to show up if you have great properties. And so we just have to make sure that they be on an array of platforms. The biggest issue with people in trying to make the Xbox a problem, the Series S in particular, we realize that that was a lie. So at the end of the day, Strauss Zelnick told you, listen, bro, things are going to be what they are, but they're going to make sure that the game runs perfectly on the Series X and the Series S, regardless of what anyone thinks. So you guys got to get it together, because I'm laughing at you individuals right now thinking that the Series S is a problem, where the CPU is fine. Remember, it's just the RAM in that little dude. Things can change overnight, bro. You got to get it together. You got to stop with the same old stories and the same old rhetoric. You got to change it up.
Dodson! We've got Dodson here! See, nobody cares.
Of course, games can't get to the Xbox platform without having any form of controversy. Death Stranding is on the Xbox console. Now, remember, I want y'all to remember, Death Stranding launched on PC for Game Pass, PC Game Pass. And at the time, I said, yo, I wasn't buying the game because when it launched on PlayStation, I said I wasn't buying the game because dudes was like, oh, I got to buy it. So I'm not buying it. I didn't care. I said it was a boring game. I didn't see anything that I wanted to do in it. I did not want to deliver packages. So I didn't care. So I didn't buy it. But it launched on PC Game Pass. And when it launched on PC Game Pass, the funniest thing happened. I laughed so hard because somebody gifted me the game. All right, so they gifted me the game, but it was on PC Game Pass. So it was on like essentially PC. But regardless to what, I go, lo and behold, it's there on my Xbox now, because I already had it through PC Game Pass. Now, never tried it. Probably be streaming it this weekend. The game itself is intriguing. It's funny how Sony had to sell the IP, or the IP reverted back to Kojima or something. But Kojima came out and he put out a tweet and he's explaining how, or he put out the information, how they own the IP, and going forward, you know, his IPs will be doing what his IPs are going to do. That puts into question Death Stranding 2. But let's get back to the Xbox first real quick. Quick resume is the best thing that happened to gaming, to be honest with you. And there's a bug that's happening with this game, because remember, this game needs to be connected at all times. Quick resume takes a snapshot, leaves you there, and then it resumes when you come back. So it's like kind of an instantaneous type of thing. So they said what they suggested was Dayjim, founder of the website Life is Xbox, said what they suggest you do is, until the patch comes up, is you manually save and log out manually to avoid the bug. My boy Jez Corden from Windows Central went to Twitter, and you know, they reached out to him and they told him that they're working on it. They understand about the bug. Okay. So, because a lot of dudes think, oh, okay, King is not going to talk about the good. He's not going to talk about the bad. He's just only going to talk about the good. That's not the case. I'm going to always talk about everything that has anything to do with the game. Now, am I going to sit here and tell you, oh, yo, yeah, Throat Baby? I always snapped on Throat Baby. Yeah, Throw Baby is here. And my man Brap, shout out to Brap, championed the hell out of this game. A lot of people love Kojima's work. I'm not gonna say I don't love Kojima's work. Am I a full-fledged crazy dude over Kojima stuff? No, I know what Kojima means to PlayStation, so I troll you dudes. The fact of the matter is Kojima has gotten his IPs back. And I think the stuff that went on with Konami kind of jaded him in the sense that he's always going to go back for his masters. He's going to always try to make it happen. Remember, he needed money from Sony in the beginning to do Death Stranding. That was his new production company. So he took the bread. And at that time, Sony was who they were. They're no longer those same individuals. So, of course, stuff happens. But Death Stranding 2, the interesting case. Does 505 games produce Death Stranding 2? There's a question to that. Does that actually become a thing? We don't know. Is it a very short time exclusive? If it's no time exclusive at all, I don't know. But what I do expect is, I expect Xbox dudes to go out and support and play the game and buy and do all the stuff that they wanted to do when they didn't have the game. So I have a PC, so I was able to play it on PC regardless. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people just have their Xbox. So for those individuals, this is a champion. Now, the stealth drop. I found the stealth drop of this game funny because it was the same time this thing came out. Same day. Just stealth dropped it. And it couldn't be less egregious if it wasn't the fact that it dropped and immediately was 50% off.
Oh, make you want to kick a fat kid at Kmart. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what the hell that means. So in typical Kojima fashion, he's going to have you scratching your head trying to figure out what was his intent. Bravo. That's all I can say is bravo, because honestly, I am baffled at what the hell this means. You drop it on the day that the Pro comes out, and you know that's an important day for Sony. But at the same time, you say that you own IP, and moving forward, your company is going to be working with every and anyone type of thing. And then Hiroki Totoki comes out and talks about the financials, because the financials comes out today. And Hiroki comes out and talks about Death Stranding in 2025 and Ghosts of Yode, and how they will put out AAA titles per year. But those are two. So there's no Wolverine next year, and that's something I talked to y'all about anyway. This is weird in a sense that maybe he was slighted by Sony when it came to Death Stranding. Maybe he was slighted at the fact that he was making Death Stranding 2 and he got a hard time for it, or didn't get as much funding as he expected. Something's up, because I think you would steer clear of that day. I don't know. But Kojima doing that That's real different. And I honestly, I respect it. I respect you going all rogue, but that's different. The two-factor friend request thing is back on Xbox. They request you. You see the pending request. You go and you click it. Both people are aware. Yada, yada, yada. Friend request is back. Shout out to Tom Warren for bringing the news. Look at the family of Xbox devices in which you're able to game on how you like. It's a wonderful thing. It's a magical thing. But also, this is cool enough to let you know when you have new friends or new people following you or looking to request your attention. This is cool. Now that you understand what I'm talking about, PlayStation 5 Pro scalpers may be losing money on the console, but they're still making profit off of disk drives. 100% the truth. When I picked up my console, I had 5. And I dropped the other 4 and just kept this one. So yeah. It's wasn't worth the squeeze. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so had to leave it alone. Nobody's buying them. What can I tell you? Nobody's buying them, right? So it's turned to the point now that if you're a PlayStation dude and you bother me on Twitter, if you don't show me that you got a Pro, I'm not talking to you. I'm deleting you and I'm blocking you, because we're going to figure out exactly what's going on with Sony and why these numbers aren't adding up.
Leave that man the fuck alone. Leave that man the fuck alone.
I honestly don't believe that the PlayStation Pro 5 signifies a diskless future. I believe that they will always have an option to sell. If anybody remembers the 360, they didn't put the HD DVD in the box. They had a separate component, and I purchased it to watch HD DVD movies. Like, I believe that this thing will always have a separate thing. Same thing with the Xbox. But the disc drives are selling for larger prices than normal, right? So the disc drive itself sells for exactly whatever it's selling for now, upwards of 100 plus. I think it's worth it? No, I got one that's bolted onto it because the majority of my games for PlayStation is disc games, even though we don't physically own anything. But it is a thing.
I will no longer be carrying photo ID. You know why? People should know who I am.
All right, so we're going to go to PlayStation by the numbers. PlayStation rising game sales boosts Sony's financials as PlayStation 5 passes 65 million shipped. 65 million shipped. Sony has increased full year forecast for gaming division. Sony released the latest financials resulting from showing uptick across the board on PlayStation business. Here's the numbers because we are gamers, right? So this is what we're going to talk about. Net sales, that's the Sony Corporation. Here's the networks and services. 1.9 trillion, well, that's yen. All right, 12.5 billion, up 12%. Operating income, 1.3 billion, up 108%, because they were... Operating income was so in the red. Do you see that it's up 108%? This is the reason why you didn't get any games. Operating income, that's Sony. Let's go to just games itself. Net sales, 7.2 billion, up 12%. What is it? Okay, so this is September. 3 months ending in September. Okay, the second quarter. Okay. And operating income is 911.9 million, up 180%. Kind of technical, kind of not technical. Like, is it chore to break it down because you're just gamers and I'm a gamer? what we care about. Okay, so let's get to what we really care about. What did Astrobot sell, right? So PlayStation hardware profitability also improved, but sales continue to decline. So remember when I told you sales declined in hardware, but they continue to sell. But it's not at the pace that they want it to be. So 62 million PlayStation 6.2 million PlayStation 5 consoles were shipped in 6 months period, more than half of which were in the 3 months ending in September, but this was down on the 8.2 million shipped at the same period last year. The H1 shipments bring PlayStation 5 lifetime to 65 million. Okay. 131.3 million full games were shipped. See, this gives you the shipping, right? And this is a problem because you have Astrobot. September Astrobot shipped 1.5 million copies worldwide. That's not telling you the sales. These are shipped. Now, Sony gets paid off of stuff shipped to stores, but said in the back end, there's stuff called buybacks, charge-offs, runoffs. And if anybody knows me, I do a lot of runoff work when it came to the pandemic and stuff like that. And runoffs where you go and buy a pallet, let's say from Amazon. Amazon has a pallet of some stuff. I go and I purchase a pallet, but I purchase a pallet at a cheaper price than what it's initially worth. Let's say the pallet is worth $2,000-$3,000, and I go in there and buy a pallet for $400 or $500, right? So it's up to me to get that value that I put in initially off of that pallet. So again, there are charge off, buy offs, and runoffs that actually happen. So when I see something like ship numbers, I'm hugely skeptical because there could be warehouses full of PlayStation 5s just sitting there, which I honestly believe that to be true. Because, all right, so look at the totality of the number of the 65 million, right? So 65 million shipped. Now, I know you're saying that, well, how come console sales aren't equating, game sales aren't equating to console sales? Let me give you the breakdown. Let's say, from the PlayStation 4 guys, they purchase a lot. Those are people that's still stuck over there. They're doing some stuff. They're purchasing over there. I believe that these PlayStation 5 guys, a lot of them, probably 20 million of them is, 10 to 20 million is Xbox dudes, right? Okay, so you got 60. We're going to break them down. 25 of them haven't been turned on. So let's put that 25. Well, let's put 20. Let's say 20. Let's put that 20 over there. They haven't been turned on. So now you got 45 million, right? 45 million. Out of that 45 million, let's say half is casuals. The half being casuals, they're only going to do what? Watch some movies, watch some Cornhub, some casual games. We don't really count them, right? So, okay, so put that 20 over there. So now you got 25 million strong. Out of that 25 million, let's say 10 is Xbox dudes have dual consoles. So they're playing a lot of their games on Xbox, a lot of their stuff on the Game Pass. You have the 15 million strong. 15 million strong. Now you can start extrapolating why these games are selling at the rate that they're selling. Unless it's a blockbuster hit, you're not going to reach their full 45, right? Because remember, 20's in a warehouse, nobody's seeing them. They just not turned on. That 15 million is the million of PlayStation guys that are really out there. So technically, Xbox has more people. I'm just 98% right all the time. I don't want you guys to actually go around thinking that this stuff is more than what it is. I'm going to be real with you, right? Because you can look at it and you can see it. It is what it is, right? But at the end of the day, we get to talking numbers. And the numbers don't bother me because I don't really care. I can only purchase what I purchase. But Astrobot, shipped 1.5 million. That doesn't even mean it sold that. That's the terrifying part about this. Sony isn't making boatloads of bread like Microsoft is making boatloads of bread. And I know you're saying, well, King, hardware sales dictate something else. Listen, bro, there's a way to talk to your investors to keep your investors satiated. There's a way to do so. And Sony is doing so masterfully. There's a way of presenting something to you and presenting something to you. And they're presenting something to their shareholders that they have to get across. And they will always want to keep up appearances. You ever know that person that can be doing very bad in their life? But I'm going to tell you right now, you'll never know. That's Sony. When Xbox is doing bad, you'll figure it out. But no, Astrobot was a loss. All right. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can sit there and say, oh, it was only 40 million. Give me the contracts. Let me know. I don't believe nothing that you guys are saying.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, so we know that the king is 98% right all the time, doing his damn thing. You dudes really need to get down and lay down, because if you don't understand what's really going down. I don't play any games. My predictions is always true. Nah, not always, but 98%. That's why you got the 2% that's there. But yo, tonight is fight night, boy. We're going to have some fun. You saw Kojima. He's doing this thing. I honestly believe that Death Stranding 2 might be day and date. After seeing everything that's going on, after seeing Horizon not selling well, the upgrade joint, it's just too many things, too many mitigating factors that is happening that is it's bad for PlayStation. Dudes will look at those financials, and being that they're not financial dudes, they don't know how to read it. They're going to tell you one thing, and Sony is fantastic at telling you that they're not doing terrible when they actually drowning. They are great at doing that. So they're masters at it, and I can't knock their hustle. Their hustle is exactly what their hustle is. Kojima's going to make these games. Sony's going to act like how they're going to act. Astrobot did what Astrobot did. I was right 98% all the time, and it is what it is. But if you're a member, if you're not a member, become a member. Members dictate pace. We'll be fighting today. Also, I'm going to give away some free food. So $100, $150 worth of free food will be given out tonight to members and members only. I'll probably give away 2 or 3 codes for some food for some people. And also, we're almost ready for movie night. Remember, on the 15th, for members, movie night. Remember, the joint is on the Twitch. So if you know, like I know, get over to the Twitch. That's King David IOP at twitch.com. That's where it be streaming from. And I know a lot of you dudes be like, I don't like it because you got ads and stuff, King. I understand. As soon as I become affiliate over there, then y'all guys can become members. I'm just trying to get to 1,000. Once I get to 1,000, and then, but I don't think I even need that to become a partner or something like that. Whatever they're talking about, so there could be ads free for you guys. But I'm going to open up a streaming channel for here, so then have people migrate over to the streaming channel for when I do stream, because I stream daily. But I want to start putting the pro through its paces, so you guys can tell me what y'all seeing, what y'all like. I can explain to you what's going on when I'm playing the game, so y'all can just let me know how y'all feel about it, right? Because it's not selling, and I think them lowering for Black Friday the Slim, that's going to show you fake numbers going in. So they're going to tell you that they won the month in hardware, but essentially it was the Slim that won the month in hardware. I don't ever think they reached that internal metric or that goal that they was looking for. I don't think that's attainable for them. But again, I could be absolutely wrong. They could be absolutely right, but I'm 98% right all the time. Those numbers do not look real, but being that I deal with retails, I deal with stores, I deal with logistics, I deal with things like that. I understand exactly how you can flub numbers, hide numbers, and push numbers to the side to make people believe that you're stronger than what you actually are in order to gain more money to move in spaces that you need to move in. But I think slowly but surely the floor is falling out for Sony, and they are not going to be viable soon. Right? So again, hashtag no PlayStation 6. You know how we do. We're going to run it up on these bums. Remember, Fight Night Fridays is today, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go live. All right. This the channel. This is where we at.
Hands on me, boy. I definitely
Make it happen.
on everything I love.
King David IOP.
How about
Get the kid to 1,000 subs. Let's get it. Hit that follow.
where's my car at? Alright,
Yo,
so I know that dude is down in there.
100%.
Block the entrance.
Fight
I'm
Nights
gonna
is
use Captain
here
America to work his magic.
on the Twitch. Let's go. Live. Members dictate pace. They let us know what we're going to play, how we're going to play, where we're going to play, and why we're going to play. But we're going to play and we're going to get it done. So let's make sure we have some fun while we're doing it. Don't forget, Prolific. My son ran it up on you bums. He did his thing. Hey, dip down. Get low. He's right there. He's banging. Pause. But I'm going to take that logo and I'm going to throw it around Astrobot. Because I told you, boy, get over here. Get over here. 1.5. I told you. You was a mitigated flop. 1.5? That's a flop, boy. That's a
Yes! Hell yeah! Hey, come on, baby! Come on! Yes! Come on! Ah! Yes! Yes!
That's a flop. And don't tell me, oh, it's new. It had 1.3% people coming over to play new engagements. Shut the hell up. We don't believe you, Sony. Yo, I ain't finished. Try to play the Game Pass.